Hello friends, how you doing today? This is Sherry and I am here with another episode of Wreck This Journal. So happy Saturday. If you're not doing this Wreck This Journal, you can always just get ideas for your own journals, your whatever kind of journals you're doing, and or you can do a DIY Wreck This Journal. I keep looking at this cover thinking I've got to do something about this. Is so boring. But anyway, not today, maybe tomorrow. So anyway, we are I wanted to show you something before I show you what I'm doing this week, because just as a reminder, right here, instructions are open to interpretation. Okay, so you don't have to follow this to the letter, even though right here it says follow instructions on every page. Then you have this instruction down here that you don't have to follow the exact instructions. So we are over here, and this week was I had to think about it for a minute. Like if you do what it says, you don't have to think about it. You just do what it says. But I didn't want to do what it said, so I had to think about it. So I am doing 3 prompts as I've been doing in the past few weeks. And so the first one for this week was this one: chew on this. Warning, do not swallow. Okay, so you're supposed to rip this page out, I guess, right here, and chew on it and whatever. I don't know what you do with it after that. Don't swallow it, whatever. But I said, oh, I got this book from a thrift store, and it looked like it was never used. But anyway, whether I got it from a thrift store or not, I probably still wouldn't want to chew on this page. So I thought, well, I thought about chewing. Then you think about food. So I had to really think about it and figure out what to do, because I didn't want to just put like pictures of food, or I wanted to do something that I wouldn't normally do in one of my other journals, pretty much, if I could. So right now my favorite soda is this Major Melon Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew Zero. It has no sugar, so yay. But anyway, and it tastes really good. I like it. I know it's not for everyone. It has the expiration date here. So this is from the 12-pack soda package. And it has the date here, the expiration, which I think is pretty cool. You can see July 1921 there is the expiration. And so what I did, I cut off the end of the package. That's what you see here. And I washi taped it on here and here with some matching kind of pink washi. And so then I decided to make a little like opening. So it opens up. And there is Major Melon, charged with watermelon. That's what this is supposed to be, this watermelon flavored Mountain Dew. So there he is inside, and I covered the inside. This was just, cardboard color. And I thought it kind of looked kind of ugly, not very pretty. So I put some of my, I have my scrap box right here. And I put a piece of scrapbook paper there and there. So you see when you open it up, you see pretty scrapbook paper, then it closes up. Major Melon is put away. And you see, my favorite soda. So I put my favorite soda right here. And 5/14/21, today's date. I thought that would be fun because this is probably a trendy soda. It's probably not going to be around forever. And I just thought, wouldn't it be cool if somebody had something like this from when other sodas that have gone out of date or whatever are not around anymore, if you know what I mean, like Tab, something like Tab. I don't know what other sodas are not around anymore, but the one that comes to mind is Tab. So wouldn't it be cool if you looked back in somebody's journal and saw a piece of a Tab container? Like, oh my goodness, look, it's Tab. Remember Tab, So anyway, I thought that was kind of fun and pretty and colorful. And so I thought, well, what else can I put on this page? Because, here's another page talking about whatever, chewing on something. So essentially I put my favorite drink over here, my favorite soda. My other favorite drink is coffee. So I looked around and I found these bits that I actually received in a journal that I won. And so I took these little pieces out of there. And that's, you can do that if you win a journal or buy a journal. You don't have to use the ephemera or tags or whatever in there in that journal. You can use them in whatever journal you want, right? Or wherever you want, whatever craft you want. So I took these 2 pieces. Coffee isn't a drink, it's a cup of sanity. And this looks like it's actually from package. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's my soda, my favorite soda. and coffee, my other favorite drink, right? Right there together. So that turned out cool. And then the next page is something else I didn't want to do. So, and the next page we're going to do together. So these two I did before the video. Next one we're going to do together. So this one was, and I said before that I wanted to leave the instructions on each page so I could see. So when you look back, you know, you don't say, I don't know what I was, you know, I don't want to say in the future. I don't want to say, I don't know what I was supposed to do on this page, but it looks like I made some flower pots. You know what I mean? So here you can see it behind this flower. I was thinking about covering up for like 2 seconds, like, oh, no, I want to see the instructions in the future. So make a funnel, drink some water, you know, and it shows instructions on how to make a funnel out of this page right here. You know, cut it, roll, tape it together, add water, and drink. So I said, well, you know, I don't really want to do that. So I thought, well, I had to think again for a few minutes, and I remembered I had these pretty little, well, I couldn't remember what they looked like, if they were plain or what they look like. I just remember I had bought some of those little like mini cups you buy for your bathroom or wherever. You need little cups. And so I went, and I had never opened them. I bought them a couple years ago, and I forget to put them out whenever I have, you know, company, like, you know, somebody staying with me overnight or whatever. So anyway, I still had the unopened package, and there were these pretty little blue and green. Actually, they look kind of retro, don't they? Anyway, they're pretty little paper cups. So what I did, I just took, this is one. So I took it out, punched out the bottom, and then I cut it off at the bottom because it had kind of a rough edge there at the bottom. This is the actual, you know, ridge that's on the top. So I cut it in half and glued it down. And I had these flowers left from, you know, another craft project. And if you watch my channel all the time, you will have seen me doing these little die cut flowers with my little, whatchamacallit, Sizzix die cut machine. And yeah, so I had these sitting here. I hadn't used these, so I was like, okay, there's my flowers, there's my flower pot. So I didn't drink water from a funnel, but I did use paper cups, and I made them into flower pots. So I thought that was fun. So anyway, next page. I do have an idea for this, and we're going to use both of these pages. I might have to get something to weigh this down. This side's getting a little chunky. See, it's getting a little fluffy. Let's see, let me get this little thing here, or this big thing. Hold this corner down here, and this side's going to stay down by itself. So this side says tear out, crumple. Okay, so like I said, I have my scrap box right beside me. I'm going to see if I can look through there for some papers I can crumple up and then make like a collage of crumpled paper. I thought that would be fun. So I'm going to look for, you know, something I don't mind crumpling up. First of all, here's some, this is some index pages here. Actually, these would be good to, this is thin paper too. So this will actually be good to crumple up. And maybe we'll tear it up after we crumple up, so it's not just like glue down a crumpled page. I want to make it more interesting than that, right? So let's do it. Let's crumple. Let's crumple. Let's get it really good and crumpled, right? That'll be more fun. Okay, we'll unfold it. And we're going to see if we can tear this up and glue it down in an interesting way, but with some other pages. So what else do I have? I have that one. These are all, oh, here's some with color, gray ones. Let's see, the color with some gray. Oh, that's kind of thick though. Let's see, this is kind of a plain white page, so that's not going to be any good. Okay, so I might have to look for something else. This one has a lot of text though. That might be interesting. Let's take this one. Okay, and that might be all we can use of those two, because the rest is text and index like I already have. Let's crumple up that one. Crumple it up real good. I don't know what we'll do after we glue it down. We might just leave it, or you could actually run over it with some distress ink if you want your wrinkles to kind of show up a little bit more. So, or whatever, any kind of something ink. Okay, oh, I have some new sprays. I don't have them in here though. I got some new sprays for Mother's Day. So I might have to do that. I might have to experiment with that and show it to you next week if I do that. You know what? Here's some music. I need to use this up. Some just a little scrap of music. So let's wad that up. Wad it up, crumple it up. And we'll use that. So this will get interesting now with the different shades. And so let's just start gluing down so this doesn't take too long. I want to tear, I'm not going to tear any certain like shapes, just tear it up. Tear it up and, you know, I'm not using my ruler just to tear any straight edges. So hope you like all the tearing and crinkling of paper here, but that's what it's all about this week on this page, these 2 pages. Okay, I'm not trying to tear straight. I just don't want to tear like, I don't know, kind of trying to tear it. See, just something like that, little pieces like that, little squares or something like that. So here we'll tear some big squares and we'll tear up the music and we'll see how far this goes or if we feel like we needed some other colors in here. Okay, let's start gluing down here. Okay, I'm going to use my art glitter glue. So let's start with this piece here. Let's see, there's a lot of white here. I'm going to tear some of this white off because I want a lot of, you know, text or things like that. I don't want a lot of just gluing down white paper, you know what I mean? Okay, there we have all the white off. So let's see, we will kind of put this over here since it's a straight edge. So we have to put glue on this side. So this will be like a crumpled paper collage, which is something I have never done before. So it's always fun to do something different. And maybe it's like this journal, this journal, or if you're doing a DIY one or whatever, or you can do a journal like this. You don't have to follow these prompts, just do a journal like to do just like crazy stuff that you wouldn't do in any other journal, you know what I mean? Boy, it really flattens out when you glue it down. Look at that. It's like I never crumpled it. Okay. Yeah, some of that spray might be cool to maybe bring out the wrinkles. My son and my oldest son and my daughter-in-law got me some Tim Holtz sprays. There's 3 bottles in the package. I haven't opened it yet, and it's in the other room. I haven't even brought it in here yet. Because we just celebrated Mother's Day and my son's birthday on Tuesday of this week instead of Sunday, because that's when we could all get together with everybody's schedules. Well, that is not overlapping. Let me try that again. Okay, so this is not going to be any kind of like perfectionist type collage. I'm just going to glue it down. Let's see, let's get it and see what happens, right? Oh, how many skinny pieces? Here's a skinny piece. Let's see, I'm going to kind of glue that over there, but I want to tear off this top part here. We might need a little piece later and glue this down over there on the edge. I'm not worried about covering up my page number there. There's a page number I have right there. I'm not worried about covering that up. I'm going to leave the instructions, like I said, so I can see that when we get over here. So, okay, so how did I have that now? Like this. Go right over here. So I might need some more since these, I have a lot of this color right here, this like whiter color. I'll probably have to look through my scrap box and get some more different colors so I don't have just a bunch of white, you know, whiteness here. Even though it has text and this is the index, has different fonts on it, I still want different colors in here. So now, actually let me look right now that I'm talking about it for something. I have a lot of stuff over here, so here's a little piece of perfect little piece to collage. It has some, well, here's a pretty flower. Even though it's white, it's different and it has a flower on it. So I'm going to put that right here, right in the middle. This is scraps from my flower book that I used, in some of my crafts most recently. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's Friday. And this will be published on Saturday morning. And I get to babysit baby Riley tomorrow. So exciting. we've only babysat. Well, we've kind of babysat. Well, we babysat once by ourselves without the parents, her parents, and we babysat the other night at when we celebrated my Mother's Day and my birthday. I mean, my son's birthday, so that they could have fun at the bowling alley and bowling and laser tag. I know I mentioned it in my last video probably, but yeah, so we've only really babysat twice. So tomorrow will be our third babysitting session. And we are, I don't know how long she's going to be here, but whatever, hopefully it's going to be a nice day. And if my husband's here, we have a new park, brand new park next to, like, it's about 4 minutes drive from our house. So, and we will have her car seat. And she's almost 6 months old now. She's not really sitting up by herself, but we have an umbrella stroller. We could take her over there and see if we can at least stroll around and check out I don't know. I know there's probably a baby swing, but I still don't know if she's really ready for that, type of thing. Let's see. Let's put some of this brown over here. So this goes all the way up to the edge. I don't want to tear it too small. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to even leave these little holes where I apparently tore it out of the book. I'm even going to leave that on there. Let's see, this side looks more interesting over here. It has more color and more like musical notes on it. So I'm going to glue this little piece down. So yeah, we could probably go over there if we're brave enough to venture out with her, which we haven't done yet on our own, of course. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If my husband's not here to help me with that the first time, I won't do it though. I will not try to do that on my own. Not yet. Because she is a chunk too. She's a little chunk. She is not like from the other night when I was, watching her when we went out to the bowling alley. My arm was sore the next day. Like, she gave me a workout on my arm where I was carrying her around the most. Okay, so let's see. Oh, here's another pretty piece. Maybe we'll save that for the other page, though. I don't know. But we need a light page down here. This is just too tall for that area. So I'm going to tear it a little bit and glue this down. It got warmish today. It got up to 70, so pretty warm. Nice short sleeve kind of day. But when I got home, inside my house was freezing. And so I was like, I put a jacket on. So I have a jacket on because I was freezing, and now I'm getting warm. Okay, so another piece of music down here. So let me rip this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to start my timer. Oh, well, I'm going to have to just fly by the seat of my pants now. Kind of guess at how much time I've been on here. Okay, but that's all right. We'll manage. Okay, let's put it like this. So this is cool, right? These were all crumpled up. I followed the instructions, but kind of. Kind of. Put my own spin on it. Okay, so we need a piece right here. And I'm needing a different color. I don't want the white. I don't want the music. And I used up all of the flower. So let's see what else I have. Oh, here's something really pretty. Yeah, that'll be nice right here. This is a piece of I've been using pieces of this, the dog. It's like a dog certificate, I think this was. Oh, let's see. I like this side here. It has some like typing on it. This is like maybe the carbon copy, and it's pretty old. I think this was from the 60s. I was using it the other night in my video, if you saw that one. I was using pieces of this. So there we go. So one page done already. I think we can manage to get another page done before my time runs out here. So that's cool, and that's really neat, isn't it? I like it a lot. And if I use some of that spray on there, I don't have to. I can leave it just like that. But if I want to use some of that spray, then we'll see what happens with that. I'll probably experiment with it out of the book first, because I don't have any idea how much comes out when you spray it, you know, how dark it is. There's 3 different shades. So, all right, here's a big piece of the French Dictionary Index page. So if you have any questions about any of my anything here, what I'm doing, you know, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, as far as maybe why am I using this glue, you know, anything that I can't think of anything right now, but maybe you have a question that I'm not thinking of, you know, type of thing. So just send me a little note in the comments. Let's see, here's a little piece we need to use up. This has lines on it. This could be interesting. These are all blank here, so I'm going to put those over to the side. And then, let's see, so that's white. Oh, here's a big piece of music. This is our last big piece of music here. So we will have used up all the music except for that little tiny scrap right there that we will use up before this is done. I'm determined to use these little pieces. I don't want to put those back in my scrap box. So this should fit right here, maybe. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, okay, it's overlapping. I was trying to see if it was overlapping there. Okay, all glued down. So music, and then some little pieces I want to use up, but I want to get another big piece, some more big pieces here. So let's see what else I have over here. Here's my scrap box. In case you haven't seen it recently, it's, you know, it could be worse. I mean, I've seen other people with a lot more scraps than that. So that is all I have. Oh, here's another piece of this. Let's use this one. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm, you know, although you know, that's a lot for me. I know in the, you know, crafting world, it's not really that bad. So I'm okay with it. I'm just, you know, every video just about that I can, when I'll say I have my scrap box right here, because I am trying to, you see me, I am trying to use them. I do not want them to hang around too much. Here is a scrap I really could stand to use right here if I can. Let's see. It's got some little, it's a very old children's book page. Perfect for collage, and I've used it some on you know, for decorating pages of a journal. So it was perfect for tearing up. Let's see, let me take some of the rough edges off here and just kind of glue this down, because I really think it could be cool. Okay, I'm going to just tear this right here, like, because it's on the edge of the page. And then we'll glue this down right there, and we'll cover a big piece of this page. Here's a little bit of glue right there. Okay, so yeah, there was a picture of a father and a daughter on this side, but whatever was on the other side apparently is something I used that, and this left me with this scrap. I'm gonna have to go close my door. Somebody's coming in the door. I'll be right back. Videoing. Close my door. Yep. That's the hubster. Getting home from work. The hubster. He was quiet though, wasn't he? Okay, I'm just seeing if you guys are still there. Like, are you still there? Peeking at the camera. All right, so let's see what's sticking up and what's not sticking up here. We need a little bit of glue over here. Yeah, he's going upstairs. Had a long day today. That's good though. He had work. He started a new business because he got laid off during COVID, and his type of work was very slow, so they laid off some people and stuff like that. So he was one of the lucky ones that got laid off. Not really, not lucky at all, but you know, him and my son kind of got laid off too, and my younger son, so they started a new business. So he needs to, if he needs to work late, I'm like, yeah, go right ahead. You know what I mean? I don't care if you work whenever you want to work. Just, you know, you got work, go ahead and do it, you know. That's how it is. Okay, so here's another white piece. That's the perfect spot for it down here. We have one up here. We'll have one down here. And look, we only have a little spot left here. I'm going to use these little scraps I said I was determined to use up before I run out of room here. So let's put this one over here. And then this one I wouldn't mind using. It's got some lines on it, even. I wanted to write something on it, like a date, maybe. Feel the cough coming on. I was going to bring a drink in here, and I was like, oh, I can make it without a drink. Watch me have a coughing fit. No, I'm not sick or anything, but okay, here's a little piece of music we need to use up. But when you're talking sometimes, you know, on video or whenever, it seems to happen whenever I'm on video. I guess that's when I do the most of my talking. And so, yeah, your throat gets a little dry sometimes. Okay. Awesome, right? Okay, that is it. So, there we go. How do you like it? I like it. I used up some scraps. Oh, look, I didn't use any of this right here. I got to put that back in my scrap box now. But cool. All right, so maybe I'll put the date up here. I know I've seen some people doing that on their Wreck This journal. So it's 5. I'm going to put today's date, 5/14/21. And so I'm going to go. I need to get a drink. Sorry. So I'll let you go. I'll see y'all next time. Happy crafting.